It was great. Paris was prepared. They were ready. They had volunteers all over to help us out. They had security was crazy. The train system, so many. It was busy but not chaotic. It was great. And the events, the energy at all the events. I mean, we did 3 beach, 1 indoor, swimming and tennis, and I mean all of them were just incredible. We did the Louvre, we did Versailles, we did those things, and I've been to Paris before, and those are the events of the day. They were like space fillers to get to go to the athletic events. So it did make me think about how I'm going to travel in the future and what I really like to do.
Did you just leave $100 on the table for Brian and tell him no parties while you were gone? Is that
Yeah.
When it comes to experiencing something like that, and especially centered around Taryn as well, is there something that you bring back that's different than maybe you're telling this team about what's possible, or what you learned from that experience as well?
What I learned a lot of was game atmosphere. I came back when we had a marketing meeting and said they're doing some things at each of their venues that I think we can bring back here. And we're sold out. We're gonna have people in the stands, but how do we make that experience one that is energized? Because we were at prelims for swimming. That should not be the most exciting thing, but it was awesome. They created this fantastic atmosphere. So what can we learn from that? On the beach side, I can't say I took a ton from that to like the indoor game. But it was fun to watch the beach game and understand it more and see where, particularly Taryn, I think has so much room for growth. I mean, she's just such a newbie at the beach game, and there's just some opportunities as she continues to progress, I think, to be a pretty special player.
First day of practice, what are you looking forward to?
Well, I just love this group of women. I think we're just all excited to get back in the gym. We had 17 of the 19 in the spring, so it's a pretty veteran group. I think we can hit the ground running and go. We'll have some specific themes that we'll kind of hit on each day, but really we think we can get at it after it pretty early, and we're excited.
Ava said that going in with the confidence and edge is kind of a theme this year. Can you speak more on that?
Yeah, so one of the things, we've hung our hat on culture, right? So we have those things, you can never take them for granted, but in place and infrastructure to hopefully protect that culture. But we've talked a lot about still being high character young women, but just kind of have a little edge, and we have some things behind it of, we're doing a lot of things at Endgame, and we're going to be great all the time, but we're going to be better, and or maybe it's more of we're going to go for it more at 24-24. We're going to hit 3 miles an hour harder, that sort of idea. So we're leaning into that a lot. We want to be prepared for those tight games so that when they happen in big moments, we're really comfortable in that we've done it over and over and over in practice, and they're like 24-24, we've done this a million times, we're going to win.
Is that one of those things that you can develop? Like, you hear people talk all the time, they have it, like a Tiger Woods or Jordan or whatever it might be. Is that something you can develop? Is that kind of edge?
I think you can. I do think there's some players that are just innately wired,
Sure.
and they come in as freshmen and they just kind of thrive in those moments. But I do think you can, there's some physiological things that happen. If my heart rate spikes, how do I bring it down? So I think we can teach some of those things. And then the other thing is we can let them know that we want them to go for it, and give them freedom that if I go for it and I make an error, I'm not going to have a team that's mad or coaches that are mad. We want to go for it, because percentages are, if we're going for it, good things are going to happen.
Are there any games on your non-con that you